Hello students, I hope you are all fine and in good health. In this audio presentation, I will discuss advertisement writing with you all. Advertisement writing is there in your syllabus. It consisted of 4 marks. It has to be written within 50 words. So, I will discuss a few points related with advertisement writing. Along with that, I will discuss few examples also that is also related with advertisement writing. So let's get started. See, at the top I have given advertisement writing class 12 format and examples. Now, first and foremost, the most important thing, we have to know what exactly is an advertisement. An advertisement is a kind of public notice asking for or offering services or buying and selling property, goods, etc., or providing information about missing persons, pets, etc. Now, this is what advertisement is all about. It is actually a kind of a public notice asking for or offering services or buying and selling property. It can be related with that also, buying and selling goods, etc., also, or providing information about missing persons, pets, etc. Now there are actually two kinds of advertisement. One is classified and another one is commercial. Now, classified advertisements, what exactly is that? You will come across classified advertisements in the column of newspapers and magazines. Now, classified advertisement, dear students, you will find in the newspapers as well as in the magazines. Now, what are the important features of a classified advertisement? See, I have divided, or rather to say, I have given some points to clarify it. No blocks, no designs, and the language to be factual. This is one characteristics. Next one, it must be simple, and not only simple, it must be to the point. Third important characteristics of classified advertisement, comprehensive yet must not leave any important matter. This is very important. It is comprehensive, but the important matters must be included. Never be too lengthy, confined to the word limit. Word limit strictly has to follow. Word limit should follow, it should not cross the prescribed word limit. Now, classified advertisements, some important guidelines or tips to be followed. Now, 4 important suggestions that you can remember while you write classified advertisement. This thing you have to remember in your mind. Number 1, clearly state the category at the top, that is for sale or too late, etc., like that. Give all necessary details in points using answer. Give all necessary details using points. And next one, give contact address, name and telephone number. This is important. Contact address, name and telephone number must be given. And the entire matter, that means the entire solution that you have done, it should be put in a box. Now, what are the various kinds of classified advertisement? Situation vacant or wanted is a very common concept regarding classified advertisement. Lost and found, then sale and purchase, then accommodation wanted, education, placement services, matrimonial, too late, tuitions, packers and movers, kennel, tours and travels. Now, these are some of the kinds of classified advertisements. Now, the important thing is that if it is related with situation vacant, if you get a question that is a classified advertisement, and if it is related with situation vacant, what are the points you should actually keep in mind? Suppose you have to solve an advertisement writing question that is related with situation vacant. So what are the points you have to keep in mind? Number 1, specify the post and number of vacancies, qualities of the person required, Name of the company, it is optional. You can mention, you may not mention. Name and sex of the candidate, very important, has to be mentioned. Pay scale has to be mentioned. Mode of applying, how application has to be sent, that one is very important, must be mentioned. Contact address and phone number has to be given. Now, these are the things, dear students, you have to keep in mind if you try to solve an advertisement writing that is related with situation vacant. Now, suppose you are solving an advertisement that is related with to let. That means house on rent, like that. In that case, what are the points you should remember? Number one, type of accommodation, number of rooms or floor, that one has to be mentioned. That is the topmost priority. That has to be mentioned at the very beginning, followed by whether it is independent or an apartment, that one also has to be mentioned. Rent expected, how much is the rent, that one has to be given. Type of tenant required, bank employee or small family, that one also has to be mentioned. Whom and when to contact, that is also very important, that one also has to be mentioned. Contact address and phone number, this is very important, that how the tenant will contact you. So contact details is also necessary. Now suppose you have to frame an advertisement that is related with kennel. Kennel means definitely it is related with a pet dog. So see, breed of dog, age, color, then training, then price expected, contact address and phone number. These things are to be mentioned. Suppose it is related with packers and movers. Now how will you continue and what are the points you should remember actually? Specify the services. Next thing that you have to remember, give reason why you should be given a chance. Next one, area of work. Next point, whom to contact. And last one, contact address and phone number. These things are to be mentioned specifically. Suppose vehicle is there for sale or vehicle has to be sold. Okay, what are to be done? Suppose vehicle for sale. In this case also, you have to specify the vehicle, what kind of a vehicle, whether it's a car or a bike, that one has to be mentioned. See, Maruti, Hyundai or Honda, whatever it is, then model, color, accessories, year of manufacture, mileage, all these things has to be mentioned. Condition, that one also has to be mentioned. Ownership details must be given. Price expected, very important, has to be included. Contact address, phone number must be given. Now property for sale or plot for sale, very very important. It is a very important question related with advertisement writing. Now here, what are the things that must be included if it is related with property sale? Location, very important, has to be mentioned. Area, in meters or yards, in question whether it is in meters or yards, that one has to be mentioned. Area of the plot, then name of the development authority has to be mentioned, followed by price expected and contact address and phone number. These things are to be mentioned. Remember all this related with plot for sale. These are the tactics or these are the points that you have to remember, because various types of topics you might get related with advertisement writing. So related with each and every topic, I have used some points, given some points, so that if you can remember it, so if you get a topic, you can solve it. Now, lost and found is also a very important topic related with advertisement writing. So if you get a topic related with lost and found, what you should actually write, or what actually you should keep in mind. Begin with lost found. That means start your advertisement either by writing lost or found. That depends on the question. Description of the article, the article that has been lost. When and where the article was lost or found. That means finally that the place has to be mentioned. Reward for finding it, and finally contact address and phone number, that one also has to be mentioned. Now, suppose there is an advertisement writing that is related with tours and travels. So, how will you proceed regarding that? So, name of the agency has to be mentioned. Destinations and durations, this is a very important point, must be mentioned. Details of the tour package, this has to be written down. Discounts, if there is any discounts, that also you have to mention. Finally, phone number or contact details. Now, if it is related with a coaching center or tuition, that also is a very common thing nowadays, and it is seen in advertisements also. So, what are the things specified or written, or what are the things you have to keep in mind if you are to solve related with tuition or coaching center advertisement writing? So, what are the things? Very important. First one, classes and subjects. Next one, special qualities of the tutor. That one also has to be mentioned. Qualification and experience, teaching experience of the tutor. Very important. Previous results of his or her students as a promotion. This has to be mentioned. And finally, followed by contact details or phone number. Now, suppose flat for sale. If you want to solve one advertisement that is related with flat for sale. Now, what are the points you have to remember? Type of accommodation, number of rooms or floor, that one has to be mentioned, followed by whether it is independent or an apartment, that one also. Price expected or negotiable has to be mentioned. Location, where exactly it is, that also has to be mentioned. Area in square meters or yards, very important point, it has to be included. Name of the development authority, then whom and when to contact, contact address and phone number. So these are the points you have to remember. If you are eager, or rather if you get a question and if you have to solve an advertisement writing question related with a house for sale or flat for sale, in that case you have to remember all these points. Now, commercial or display advertisements, actually they are designed for commercial purposes. Now, it actually requires more space. Commercial advertisements actually require more space. It is also known as display advertisements also. It must be attractive, it must be full of visuals, it must have some catchy phrases, and it must have some important slogans. Now, main features of advertisements. Okay, this is very important. Again, here point wise I have given, and this is related with commercial or display advertisements. What are the main features? It must be attractive, already been told, with a catchy caption, heading or subheadings. Then figurative language must be used, alliteration and metaphors can be used. The proportionate space of fonts with different sizes, the alphabetical fonts, it must be designed, it must be of different sizes. Then catchy or attractive slogans, punchlines, witty expressions, figures or sketches must be used. Special offers or discount, if any, has to be highlighted. Details of the product or event given in a clear, precise way. What is the details of an event or details related with a sellable product? It has to be written down, it has to be mentioned in a very precise and clear manner. Then contact number, name and address of the advertiser must be given, and present the entire thing in a box. The entire thing has to be kept in a box. So these are the things you have to follow if you want to solve a question that is related with display or commercial advertisement. Classified advertisement already been told, and important topics related with classified advertisement and what are the points that you have to remember, because in classified advertisement there are several topics, and related with each topic separate points that you have to remember. How will you proceed? That depends on the question that you will solve. So dear students, I have given some basic information and some important points and strategies that you have to follow when you will solve a classified advertisement, and what are the things you have to keep in mind if you solve a display or a commercial advertisement also. So dear students, please go through this audio presentation, and if there is any doubt anywhere, please ask me. Thank you students. Thank you all.